Hey everyone, my name is Doug. I'm with the Summit Youth Ministry. We have a burden about teaching teen boys how to be real men. Teaching teen boys how to be real men. Teaching teen boys how to be real men. And today, we're going to show you how to rotate the tires on your car, truck, or anything like that. Thanks for watching. All right, so the first thing you got to do is you got to take the tires off the car. But don't just take them off. We're going to take it one step at a time. So the very first thing is you need to loosen up the lug nuts for the tires, for the wheel. Most cars have a hubcap of some sort, and so you got to take that hubcap off so that you can get to the lug nuts. This car has a little spot. You stick a screwdriver in, pull that off. There's your lug nuts. We got a 19 millimeter socket. You got to loosen these lug nuts because you can't take the wheel off. You just got to do that first, and that's the first thing. So we're going to loosen them. We're going to loosen these up. You're going to loosen every lug nut. Don't take it completely off. Just loosen it. Okay, so you need to do that to every tire. So all right, so the next thing that you gotta do is you've gotta jack the car up so that it's suspended up in the air. And I'll show you this, come over here. And you need to find a good spot underneath your vehicle. And you jack it up, put some jack stands underneath there, find a good solid spot. Don't stick it on the frame or on the body because it'll just poke a hole through your body. Find a good spot and jack it up enough that the wheel is able to spin, and so that's what you want to do. Now, if you have an air compressor, a handy-dandy air compressor, or a impact gun, and you got to have all that, if you're going to use an air gun to pull your wheels and your tires and do your rotation, you can go ahead and jack the car up first. And so you can kind of watch this. We're going to jack this last corner of the car up, and then we're going to use our air gun to pull the other tires off. Find a good spot, and that's where I'm going to lift this car up. We're going to leave it right there. So, get your tool. If you were a professional, you'd say, put a jack stand under there. But I'm not a professional, that's what we're going to do. So you pull your wheel off, and that's what you're looking at. You can see the tread there. It's not the best looking, but that's why I'm rotating them, because I want to get more life out. Let's come back here, and we'll do these other tires here. You can follow me as I do it. All right, teenage boys, you need to learn how to do this because maybe, for instance, your girlfriend's dad will say something about rotate the tires, and that way you can be confident, have your manly abilities at hand, you can know how to do it. So that's why you need to know how to rotate tires, and that's why this is important. So, how are you going to rotate tires? You got your tires off, your car jacked up. I'm going to take my front two tires and I'm going to move them to the back. I'm going to take my back two tires and I'm going to cross them up to the front. You can kind of follow me as I do that. All right, pick your tire up, line it up, needs to be, hold the tire up on the hub, take your lug nuts, and start them on the threads or the studs. And get them started. If you're using a hand tool, you just tighten them up. If you're using an air compressor, you just start them, and then you can use your impact gun and air compressor just to wind them down. When you're tightening these lug nuts up, you always want to go in a star-shaped pattern. So for instance, you can come over here, look at this here. So for instance, you start tightening this lug nut here. You want to go across to the lug nut that's across from it. You can take that one and you just tighten that one down. And then you want to go across from that. Cross down here like a star-shaped pattern. And that helps your tire be seated on the hub properly, so it won't wobble or shake, or that's just the best way to do it. All right, for those who are using the old-fashioned breaker bar and socket, here's what you got to do. You put it on you screw the nut on the what is it called? The stud. That's what they're called. And you just tighten them up. Same way, star-shaped pattern. Do it in a star-shaped pattern. It'll be good. The wheel is spinning, and that's why you can't tighten the lug nut all the way tight, because the car is spinning up in the air. So you just snug it down. All right, so now we need to put the car on the ground, pull the jacks out, and make sure all the lug nuts are tight with the old-fashioned breaker bar. All right, so we're going to tighten the lug nuts down. Technically, you're supposed to use a special tool to do that, but for the average farm boy, this is the way I do it. So we're just going to make sure they're good and tight. Do the old star-shaped pattern. All right, there she be. Now slap the old hubcap on and we'll be good to go. Alright, do that for the other wheels and you're good to go. Thanks for watching today, Team Boys. Remember to stay manly.